Hey, Star Fam, how are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Oh, cleavage. How are we doing? Come on in the room. I apologize. I know I changed this live like twice, but you know, your girl is still working. Your girl is still. This is what I do for fun. I gotta, make these lives around actual work. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. Please, would you help me? And come on in the room. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? And now you sing, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the... Come on! Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, what is this? Oh, I got these from... Oh, I don't need them. I don't need them. Oh, these are terrible. I got these pimple patches from Marshall's. I wish I could take it back. I'm not trifling though, but these were terrible. I should have just used my Ulta gift card. Oh, I needed this. I'm finding all my stuff on my desk. I need to look over here more often. Anyway, how are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, this is still twisted peppermint. I thought I had candy apple. Oh, that doesn't matter. Anyway, I am going to say hi to you all, and then we're going to get into it. Welcome to White Show Wednesday. Can I tell you, I was so tired when I made this reminder, and I could not think of what I normally call this show. I did this at like 3:30 in the morning, half sleep, and I just wrote White Show Wednesday. I wake up to all of these comments from you guys. And I was like, oh my God, I was supposed to change it, but I was so tired. But you guys are eating it up, so we might keep it. We might keep it. We might keep it. Who knows? I was just so tired, and I just could not think, but I was like, I need to make this reminder. I need to just make this reminder and just get it done. I always said the title of this live has me rolling. I will be a part of the replay gang on this one, my fiance, and oh my gosh, congrats. We're going to keep it. It was supposed to be a joke, but you know, we might keep it. It honestly came up because I was just like, oh, these are all like, you know, a lot of my white subscribers like these shows. We might put it on a mug. We sure did. We sure did. E for Empathy said, White Show Wednesday is fact. LOL. Vanderpump Rules is the only white show I'm watching this Black History Month. Hey, Black Lavender. Listen, we may keep it. You guys are eating it up. We might have a Black Show Monday. Who knows? Black Lavender said Anali was excited to have men strippers at her bachelorette party. She was like, Clayton who? That stripper, I was like, no shade. I am not age shaming. But I was like, that stripper, sir, you should be teaching the younger strippers. You should not be out there flipping that ding-a-ling. Not at your big age. What's the dirty? The dirty D? What? Esty said, hey, Star fam, it's 2 a.m. here, and I am here for our girl, Nikki. Thank you so much for being here. I want to try to get through all of these shows rather quickly. So, you know, give me a minute. I'm going to try to get through them as fast as I can. Hey, Blair, thank you for being here. Hey, Tetris. Someone said, hey, Star fam. I'm sorry. Sarah said, hey, Nikki, the Sydney and Maria stuff is so dumb. I thought it was hilarious when she walked back in to say, we are going to talk about that. Child, ain't nobody rocking with her. Hey, Nisha. Nisha said, hey, everyone, Nikki, I switched up my playlist, rewatching Love is Blind before the new season. Oh, that's cool. Oh, God, we got to get into that mess next week. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for the craziness that is Love is Blind? Hey, Ryan. Bullying weird. Megan said, hey, Nikki and Star fam, did you hear there might be a Bachelor? Oh, there might not. Why not? What you hear, Megan? And TR said, hey, Star fam, hey, Nikki, I just finished the episode and would love for Jesse to say, if you did not receive a rose, kick rocks. You know what? Can I say something about Jesse? Mr. Jesse getting that dad weight on him. He getting that dad weight on him. I'm like, ooh. Mr. Jesse getting thick. Mr. Jesse getting thick. I'm glad you guys love this song. I might keep it. Hey, Yolande. Hey, Indigo Girl. Come on in the room. Thank you for being here, Shonda. Oh God, it's 2:30 a.m. in Germany. I'm telling you, when we get settled in my new place in Atlanta, I'm going to get all the clocks. I want to get all the clocks so I can like prioritize a lot of my international subscribers because I'm in the US, so I'm always like I'm only thinking about West Coast and East Coast, and I need to prioritize you guys as well. Thank you so much, Shonda. Please like the video and subscribe to get NikkiStar TV to 16K subscribers. We're close. Thank you so much. I had a breakdown before this live about this freaking hair. Guys, I cannot, my curl, these are not my curls. I love y'all, but this ain't her. They ain't never been this loose. I'm so scared. Never straightening my hair ever again. I'm done. I'm glad you like it. But Esty said, funny thing, I don't even watch these shows. Haha, but Nikki is a vibe. You're so sweet. Thank you. It was late when I did this. I'm so sorry, Opulent. He did. He very much gave stand up. And go say, Nikki, have you watched Love is Blind Sweden? No, I have not, but I have that in the queue for this weekend. No. I am not talking about that. You know what? The only thing I will say is that a lot of people are going up for his penis, and I'm just like, y'all got to get out more. I was scared. I was very scared. It was, oh, wait, no, I didn't. I remember I told you I didn't see it. I saw it by accident. Somebody showed me and I wasn't ready for it. But what I did see, I was like, and the only reason why I'm talking about it is because he obviously leaked it. He was like, bragging about it on his Instagram. And I'm like, I was scared. It was giving trimmer. I was scared. Watching that when I get off of this live because everybody's talking about it. GP313 said, I just started the Dirty D and I'm hooked. Hey, Nikki, what is the Dirty D? Thank you so much. Retinol. He is. Hey, Blue Jay said, hey, Miss Nikki, I'm here and ready for love. After a 90-day fiance and what you're going to say. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, guys, I want to keep it. You guys love the title. Megan said the contract is up for the resort. The contestants stay in Mexico, so they may do Golden Bachelorette, and then they have so much money they can't go anywhere else. And why do they go to Mexico anyway? That's ridiculous. Hey, Kamali. Kamali said, hi, Nikki. Thoughts on this season, Sweet 16 Real Housewives of Atlanta? If they don't get Portia back, and because King is obviously coming back, if they don't get Portia back, I think they just need to just do a whole new season. Like a whole new cast, because if Kenya is going to be the only OG, it doesn't really make any sense. I think we need two powerhouse OGs to run the show. And I think the only two people, in my opinion, that could do that is Kenya and Portia. If Portia doesn't come back, I don't see a reason to keep an OG. Just go all new. You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. I honestly was just like, now I need to see another penis because that cannot be the last penis that I've seen. I need a penis cleanser. That cannot be the only one. I have to see another one now. Metamorphosis said, White Show Wednesday, you're silly, Nikki. Thank you. I'm a funny girl. Sarah said, Love is Blind Sweden was so messy. They literally had a man with a rumor that he was having a baby in Brazil. And after reunion, he was like, that was a lie. He was, oh my God. Ciao. The Dear Show podcast said, I can't wait for Nikki to take someone Nick's interview. You are going to eat. I've seen some clips. Letting the chopper sing. Letting the chopper sing. It's our new title. The N and the H said the Dirty D, the show that was on USA where the divorced couples go into a house with their exes and they all date each other. That seems like chaos. GP313 said Dirty D is on Tubi and it's the opposite of White Wednesday. It's black and be black and so bad it's good. Happy Black History Month. Thank you. I got to see another one. Like, that can't be it. Y'all gonna make me go out in them streets for a cleanser. Hey, So Seth. Thank you for being here. So, guys, what we're going to do is we are first going to start off with pump rules, get that out the way. Who do I have the least amount of notes for? Yeah, we're going to do pump rules. You know what? The Bachelor is longer. Let's start with The Bachelor because I feel like The Bachelor is longer. The Bachelor, 90 Day Fiance, pump rules, and then we're going to end with Love at the Lockup. Because I was going to do Love at the Lockup separately, but I was just like, you know what? Ghetto white people matter too. So we're going to encompass them as well. We're going to give a little something to the ghetto whites. So the first show we are going to get into is The Bachelor. Let me get my notes. For The Bachelor. I feel like a bunch of them are just going to be about Sydney. Diabolical. So this episode starts off with the Golden Bachelor ladies. The more popular ones are here. The only person whose name I remember is Susan. You never forget Susan, but it was Susan and the rest of the girls from the Golden Bachelor. They were here to announce the first event or task of the day, challenge of the day, which was a pageant. I thought it was really cute. The girls were not into it. They were like, pageant. The only person who was into it was Sydney because she was just like, I'm a pageant girl. And I was like, of course you're a pageant girl. Of course you're a pageant girl. Of course. So the ladies all perform their special talent, which is no shade, none. I was like, none of you guys have like a talent? Like, what is going on? Are we not putting the kids in like performing arts camp anymore? Are we not like investing into your children's interests? How does all of these women not have a talent? Like, there was nothing out of so many people. I thought somebody was going to be a great singer. I thought we were going to have a dancer, maybe a visual artist, maybe somebody who had like a quirk, like something really interesting that only they could do with their arms or something. There was nothing. There was not one talent. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Let me tell you something. She's gorgeous. She can't sing a lick. And I was like, Joey must like her. Joey must really like her because the way he was talking about how beautiful her voice sounded, I was just like, oh, Joey's gone. Joey's gone because Edwina, she's still trying to hit a note. She is still trying. I was like, why would you, if you don't sing, why would you do that? I would have just did poetry. I would have just read a poem. You did not have to sing. I'm telling you, my chest was so tight. I was cringing so hard because I was just like, Edwina, please. Wrap it up. And Joey's like, oh, yeah. Oh, she's a powerhouse. She blew us all away. I'm like, either you are in love or lying. Or both. Because, baby, she didn't blow nobody away. Beautiful girl, though. Beautiful girl. I don't know why she chose singing. Did the producers choose singing for you? Because she also didn't feel comfortable doing it. So you know that this was like not her choice. It was very, very uncomfortable. Very cringe. Gorgeous girl, though. She's going to eat in paradise if we ever have one. If we ever have one. Let me tell you something. Sydney bombing was absolutely hilarious because the show was leading up to, or was leading us to a victory for her, right? The show was making it seem like Sydney was about to eat. She went out there with that preschool cheer performance and not even the audience was gagged. Like there was literally one old guy who was just like Like, nobody was giving it up for her. And Sydney swore that she ate down, but the audience and Joey said absolutely not. Since we're here, let's get into the bully storyline. I'm gonna start with Medina. Here's why I'm gonna start with Medina. Medina made a big deal about her being the oldest there, and she is the most childish. She made a big deal about her being the oldest on this show, and she is the most childish. You started all of this mess. Don't have the wherewithal or the common sense or the maturity to dead it. You could dead this immediately. You're not saying anything. And I think the reason why you're not saying anything is because you are intimidated by Maria. I think Sydney, Medina, and a lot of other girls are intimidated by Maria because Maria she's a vixen. She's a vixen and she knows how to get a dude, right? And they are intimidated by her vixenness instead of just, matching her energy or, trying to catch Joey's eye in another way. But Medina is completely responsible for all of this mess, putting her Karen watchdog onto Maria and not pulling her back. This is Medina's fault. So on this group date, when she has a sit down with Joey, she decides to tell Joey that that somebody was bullying her. She felt like she was being bullied. Why would you even say that at your big age? I'm telling you right now, it's not that I don't have sympathy for people who are in situations like this, but I'm just like, as an adult, you have got to grow the hell up, right? You have got to take the stance and be like, I'm not going to get bullied, right? Either you're going to throw hands or you're just going to have to take it. You have to start beating people up. At some point, you have to let people know you are not to be played with. Either beat them up or, be petty, figure out a plan to get them back. You have to do something. You have to strike back. As an adult, sitting up there talking to another adult saying that I was bullied at 30 freaking 1, girl, I don't want to hear it. Girl, I don't want to hear it. Especially when you don't know what bullying is. Maria literally on her knees, looking up at you, to you in your face, saying, "Girl, you are beautiful. You are gorgeous. Don't feel like that. We all are older than him. We feel." So she's trying to encourage you, and you're her freaking competition. And then you're going to go there and lie to Joey and say that you felt like somebody was bullying you, knowing good and well that he was going to go back, say it to the ladies, have everybody scrambling. Maria knowing that you're talking about her, she's going to become insecure, and then either become unattracted to Joey or quit the show because that's what you wanted in the first place. You never thought that you were bullied. You never believed that you were being bullied. You never felt anything. You're jealous of that girl and you're trying to get her out the show. That's why you haven't pulled back your Karen watchdog, because you want her to do the dirty work so you could look innocent. But you're jealous of Maria and you're trying to take her down, and it's backfiring. This is all Medina's fault. And the only reason why I'm calling out your age is because you made it a problem. Now, you keep on saying you're the oldest one there. You're acting like the biggest baby. If you are the oldest, you should be the maturest, and the girls should be looking up to you. They should not be looking at how messy you are at your big age. Now everybody is looking at you and being like, oh my God, I hope when I get 31, I ain't messy like that. You could have definitely had a different persona on this show, but you took this route and it's not working for you. This is your fault and it's backfiring on you. You probably don't even know it now, but I bet you when you get to the women tell all, you and Sydney are going to get rightfully dragged. So anyway, Sydney, the Karen watchdog, she then decides to make this whole thing about her, right? So Medina goes back and tells Joey. Joey's like, oh my gosh, I don't like the word bullying, ladies. I don't like to hear that. All the ladies are scrambling now, right? Medina says, well, I want to be honest here, and I want to let you guys know that I was the one that said something to Joey, and that's why he had that reaction. But I didn't give a name. I just said that somebody was bullying me, or it felt like, I didn't mention a name. Like, I did not want to be that girl. And Maria's just like, Why would you say anything? Like, why would you let him know that there's an issue when there isn't an issue? And then Sydney, well, I agree, because you are attacking people here, and I just don't like it. I don't. It's not nice. It's not nice. You're bullying. You're a bully. Y'all use words that y'all don't know what they mean. What is it from The Princess Bride? You're using that word, but you don't know what it means. You're using that word, but you don't know what it means. Y'all throw out these words so that you can victimize yourself. You know how to use words like a victim because you're a perpetual victim. So that's why you kept on throwing out bully, so that you could look like the victim, because Maria is not like you, not a Caucasian like you. Because it's giving immigrant Maria. Is Maria immigrant? Like, it's a family first gen or something like that. That's what it's giving. It's something. She's not like, the protected white kind of caliber. I get like Maria is like, that's a white woman you protect when there's people of color around. But when she's in the space of whiteness, she's not the one to be protected. This is Sydney. And I feel like Sydney was throwing out some dog whistles with that damn bully. So anyway, Sydney chimes in and lets Maria know that she's the bully or whatever. And then Maria's just like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I haven't done anything. There's no bullying going on. And y'all are both sitting over here telling Joey that, there's a bully in the place. And now he feels some sort of way. And now there's like this poison going around the group because you told Joey something that wasn't true. And then here goes Sydney. Well, you know what? You're attacking me and I don't feel safe. So what I'm going to do is leave. And if you ladies want to join me, you're welcome to. Look around, everybody on mute. Crickets. Ain't nobody get up and leave with her because she's wrong. She's absolutely wrong. But my thing is, and I guess because all of the girls want Maria out because she's competition, but in the confessionals, all the ladies are just like, oh, well, Maria isn't bullying. Sydney is dragging it. Say something. Say something. Y'all sisterhood any other damn time, but when Maria come around, all of a sudden y'all don't like her because she's making leeway with Joey. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Be a sisterhood. This is so ugly. I cannot stand it. I hated the fact that Maria started to break down and cry. I mean, I got it because she can't do anything, right? She can't do anything. If she stands up for herself, then that just, Sydney looks like an even bigger victim. Sydney and Medina look like, even bigger victims. But if she doesn't say anything, she falls apart. She becomes emotional. She becomes attached from Joey. So either way, Sydney and Medina win, right? So I just feel really bad for her. It doesn't seem like she has anybody in her corner. And it's unfortunate because she's not doing anything. These women are literally lying on her and it's working. And the way that Sydney was talking about Maria using, coded language, right? Very familiar. Very familiar. I know this heifer got the cops on speed dial. I know she has 911 above her mother's name. Oh, I know her. Oh, we've all encountered a Sydney. We need to change the word Karen to Sydney because what she is doing to Maria, ridiculous. So anyway, let's get to this KFC commercial. Because that was a KFC commercial. My God, today. So Jesse comes in after, there's another date. And Jesse comes in and he's like, oh, Joey doesn't want a pool party. Joey doesn't want a cocktail party. He wants a pool party. So they all get ready for a pool party. And then Jesse gives a commercial that this whole pool party is sponsored by KFC and everybody's doing, their own commercial. Poor Daisy. I know she cringed when she got that script. She was just like, my grandmother, she used to go out and get big buckets of KFC. And when she would come home with the big buckets of chicken, I would go, oh my God, is this heaven? Poor thing. I hope the check was nice. I hope the check was nice, Daisy. Speaking of Daisy, our bachelorette, fingers crossed. She had a moment with Joey that I thought was just so beautiful and just solidified for me why, in my opinion, he's the best bachelor that we've ever had. So she sits down with Joey and she talks to him about her hearing aid, or is it ear implant, and she's talking to him about it, and she's just like, I don't want you to think that I'm weird, like anything's wrong with me. I just wanted to explain what what's happening with me. He was just like, you're not weird, there's nothing wrong with you. He's like, you're perfect, you're special, actually. Like, you just have a wonderful thing about you. It's different, but it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with it. I actually think it's beautiful. And just like reaffirming her, never breaking eye contact. And I was like, oh my God, he's such a good bachelor. He listens. He affirms the ladies. He even affirmed this girl who I have no idea who she is. Who the hell is this? When she was sitting down with Joey, I was just like, who are you? But she had a beautiful moment with Joey, and she was telling him, oh, my family is cursed. That's not how you lead off a conversation. I'm gonna just let you know that. And she was just saying, like, none of the women in her family are married or like in relationships with men. And so she's just like, I hope that you could break the curse. And he was just like, well, talk to me about it. Like, what is it? And she explains, the situation with her family. And he was like, it doesn't sound like a curse to me. It just sounds like you're surrounded by wonderful, strong, independent women. And I think that's great, because that's how my family. He's good. The boy is good. The best bachelor we've ever had. The best bachelor we ever had. The way he was flipping all of the women's insecurities around and affirming them. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. The best bachelor we've ever had. Joey's date with Jen. I'm telling you, I'm getting a final four from her. He really likes her. That date was beautiful. And then at the end, when he had that drone, with a drone wrote, will you accept this rose? I was like, oh, men be getting on my nerves, but that was cute. I liked it. I was just like, oh my God, he would have got me with that one. It was a really beautiful date. I love how he listened to her, and I just think that they have really good chemistry. It didn't seem forced or fake or cheesy like a lot of these bachelor or bachelorette dates seem. It just seemed like this could be like the real deal. Like, they just felt real. And I thought it was nice. I never saw her as like in the final four before, but I see her in like the final four with Rachel. Baby, this final four is going to be real ethnic. I know that's right, Joey. I know that's right. I forgot about this. So Sydney is still all up in her mind about Maria, right? So this is back to the pool party. So Sydney decides to tell Joey that there's a bully in the home. Just reaffirm me once again, there's a bully, and the bully is Maria, right? And it's not lost on me that Sydney concocted this plan to get Maria out of the house after Maria walked by her looking like this. That's why they mad. Mother had her drink and her butt out, and they couldn't take. That's what it is. Maria was walking around, getting tan, butt out, wore her little margarita, living her best life, and they were hating. She got these girls shook. Y'all just looking at her hating. And I'm just like, y'all pretty too. Like, I don't get it. But the thing about it is, Maria knows who she is. She's very confident. When she wants a guy, she's confident that she'll get him. And it always happens. And I think that they're just intimidated, not only by the fact that, she's a pretty girl, but also by the fact that she's confident. And I feel like her confidence shakes these women, and they have to make something up about her to take her down a notch, because in their mind, she's that girl. She's renting space in their head, and they cannot be comfortable in this competition as long as Maria is there. So then Joey goes and gets Maria, and they sit down, and he's just like, well, I was told that you're a bully. And then Maria is like caught off guard. She starts crying, and now Joey's just like, well, somebody's not telling me the truth, because her reaction doesn't seem like she even knew what I was talking about. So I already knew where this was going, right? I didn't need to see the trailer to know that Maria and Sydney are going to be on a 2-on-1 date. And I'm hoping that Joey, who I feel like has good discernment, is just going to let Sydney get the boot, because she's causing chaos that doesn't need to be there. Now, you can be messy on these reality TV shows. I welcome it, right? I welcome it. I always say get a little messy, because Leia, I still can't believe she burnt that date card, still a date card. Stupid. I would have kept it. This is a game show. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Be messy. Do have fun. I feel like Sydney is just sinister. She's not fun. It's not fun to watch her. It's a little Lisa Rinna. Like, you're just being very sinister, and not like, you could be like messy. You could give fun shade. You're just going really low, creating a whole lie about this woman to tarnish her image. For what? And in your mind, you still think that you're the victim. That's the crazy thing. She's attacking me. She keeps on saying that Maria's attacking you. Maria's attacking her. And Medina is sitting there the whole time. She done made up with Maria, saying, oh, we're good. I want this to be fixed. So fix it, Medina. Get up and fix it. That's your girl. If she's doing all of this for you, fix the situation. I just want all of us to be good. Then do something about it, Dina. Do something about it. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting there quiet. After you done created all this mess. I'm rooting for Maria. I want her in the final four. I want Maria in the final four. So far, I see Rachel, Jen, Maria. I don't know, because I don't feel like he's going to take Daisy to hometowns. I think they're going to get her ready for her season. You know, it might be, you know who it might be at the end as well. Where is she at? Oh, I don't have a picture here. But Allison, the chick from Philly, the younger sister, he really likes her. He said she's extremely attractive. He ain't said that about none of the other girls. He really likes his time with her. So it might be Allison, Maria, Rachel, and Jen. That might be it. And you know what? It could have been you, Leia. It could have been you. That's all of my thoughts. Oh, let me make sure. Let me make sure. We got the pool party, KFC commercial, Sydney being a diabolical liar. And that's why that heifer got called last. That's why that heifer got called last. He don't like you more than he liked Maria. You're going to go home for being messy. You're going to go home for being messy. You're not even a fun messy. Not even a fun messy. Now, why does she do all that damn crying? I know, Joey, to know that I have a family and I'm going home. Now, the first time y'all told me she was dehydrated, y'all said our girl is dehydrated and she's tired. What is this now? She keeps on every elimination, she's breaking down. Don't bring this to paradise, Evelyn. Don't bring this to paradise. You need to sit down with a Black woman confidence coach. I charge $75 an hour. LA rent is expensive. And you need to have them breathe life into you, because you don't know that you're that girl. You don't know that you have Tasia syndrome. You have Tasia syndrome. You don't know that why the hell you crying over a damn Joey when you look the way you look? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. That's all I want to say about this show. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Tommy Mottola. Baby, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope, because these are not my curls. These imposters. These imposters. My curls are tight. Oh my goodness. That's what I have for conforming to white supremacy. These, don't do it. Don't do it. I've ordered like 4 wigs. I'm going to be in wigs for the rest of my life. I'm not straightening my hair. Opulent pomegranate said, Nikki, I feel you. I got mine texturized. I got talked into it by some awful family. And I still think, oh, child. Oh my, I feel like if I can't get it back, I'm probably just gonna start like dyeing it and just doing fun stuff with my hair and then cutting it all off. Sarah said, even Sydney, she got up and did a little elementary school chair. No, I couldn't. There was like no hidden talent. And how many girls are still left? Like 20 something. Or maybe under 20, whatever. It was like far too many women for there not to be like no hidden talent. That was insane. That was insane. He ate that up. Wow. Edwin is a powerhouse. I was like, oh, you must be going into brain are really nice. Oh, stunning. I'm telling you, God made him 5'7" to humble him. Could you imagine if Joey was 6'5"? He wouldn't need this damn show. Ciao. Hey, Toya-Star. Toya-Star said, hey, Star fam. Thank you for supporting NikkiStar TV. Thank you for being here, Toya-Star. Hey, Spency. You're right on time. We just talked about The Bachelor. Sarah said, Medina and Sydney blew a simple comment into something way bigger. I felt bullied. That's a disservice to people who have actually been bullied. They're victimizing themselves and they're using code words to make themselves the victim to get out Maria because they're intimidated by her. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. No, I didn't say that. First of all, it's like not only is Medina the oldest, she's like the tallest. I'm like, you have so much rank over these women, like age, height, body mass. Like, why are you acting like this? Why are you? You should be running that house. You have fallen back into like this weird position that the Lord didn't even put you in. The way he made you, you're supposed to be running that house off of looks alone. I don't understand what's happening. On another white woman, ain't that crazy? On another white woman. But I feel like that's Maria is not at the same tier of whiteness that Sydney is. So she knows what to do. She knows what to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She ain't that American pie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the craziest thing. This was about Medina. And then it went from Sydney overhearing Maria mention Medina's name to all of a sudden Sydney hearing Maria saying all these awful things about Medina. You're a liar. That's the thing, guys. It's not even embellishing. She's just lying flat out. And that's the thing that's like, it's not shocking. I just hate to see it. Because we're watching it in play, and this woman has like no backup. No backup. She's going to get her lick back at the Women Tell All. She really, really is. Spency says, Sydney is definitely giving racist vibes, and she got kept only because the producers were trolling. Yeah, they wanted to keep her for the 2-on-1. I knew that she was going to be in a 2-on-1 with Maria. Daisy did a good job. She sold that chicken. She sold that chicken. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna said, thanks everyone for joining me at NikkiStar Live. Please like and subscribe for more great content. Thank you. The best bachelor we've ever had. The best bachelor all around. Nobody's catching him. Nobody is. Oh, she does give K-pop girly. And she changes her hair up all the time. I love that. Because she looks totally different from her headshot for the show. I love it. But this villain is just this is too much of a villain. This is nasty. We like a fun villain on the show. She is like, it's nothing redeemable about her. You didn't think so? She thought it was cute. Or you know what? Jen probably was just like, I've had men do this for me before. I thought it was a cute. I like them together. They looked really cute together. She sure do, Spency. He really likes her. I'm telling you, I think that's his type. I feel like Rachel and Jen. I feel like that's what he used to. That's what he used to. I would love to see his Hawaii roster. I would love to see who he was dating down there. Oh, that was so hot. I hate to be that girl, but that was so hot. Because it was just like, oh no, I don't want to move. I don't want to rip her hair. So it's okay. It's okay, Rachel. Oh, the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. It was the best date. It was the best date. The body is tea. And she knows it. And those girls couldn't take. Those girls couldn't take when she was and she was putting water on her body. I said, oh, this is why they mad. This is why they are mad. She said, you are so cool. Oh, me? And smart and fine. I need to make better friends. LOL. Thank you. Oh my God, guys. Thank you so much. I literally had a breakdown right before I hopped on here over my hair. Yeah, glowing. I was crying. That's probably what the glow is. Yeah, I don't think Joey's going to cut her. It would be, from the way the show was edited, it wouldn't look good for him to cut her. Thank you, Shonda. Shonda said, please follow Nikki on Instagram. I'm going to be posting some more great content on Instagram. Not to brag about myself, but I will. I posted some Valentine's Day content with my La Crusade and La Crusade USA and La Crusade UK reposted my content. And they both have like 2 million followers. So I'm that girl. La Crusade, send me some ponts. Spencer said, I think Medina doesn't realize how racist how Sydney is, how racist Sydney is, and why would you unleash her white woman tears? Listen, I feel like this is getting bigger than Medina anticipated, but because she's hoping to get Maria out, she doesn't care. But it's not a good look for her. It's not a good look for her. And nobody was eating that chicken. I was like, those women are in bathing suits, bikinis. Nobody's eating that chicken. I hate that for her. She has Tasia syndrome. She does not realize she's a baddie. I'm like, why are you crying like that over Joey? He's cute, but girl, your roster should clear Joey. Are you kidding me? Dry them tears and go get yourself a professional baseball player. Are you kidding me? You need to be on the front lines or in the box at your man's baseball game. What are you crying over, girl? I'm so disappointed. I need my girl to know that she's that girl. She needs a confidence coach. Thank you, Miss Brown Sugar. Like, she doesn't have to do anything. You know how gorgeous you have to be beautiful in any hairstyle? Any way she does her hair. Stunning! Well, who are her parents? We need to talk. Because why don't your daughter know that she's that girl? Everything, every hairstyle she does, she eats it. That's how amazing her face is. You know, everybody has, when I got my bang, girl, that's when I'm the baddest. Evelyn, she don't have to say that. She could be bald and she will still eat. Gorgeous woman. Blue Jay said, bullying in adulthood is hard because sadly some people are very cliquish. Yes, and know how to be undermining. But sometimes I understand the adjectives of picking up a brick. I absolutely get it. You know what I mean? Especially in the workplace, especially in church. I absolutely understand. But I feel like as an adult, at some point, you just can't take it. Like, you have to stand up for yourself. Because you're an adult. Nobody's going to come to your defense. You got to stand up for yourself. Thank you for being here, Miss Brown Sugar. Not yet. Not yet. I'm going to do that on the weekend. Yeah. Thank the Lord. And this is just water. Oh, I gotta stop talking about it. I gotta stop talking about it. I gotta stop. Oh, I know. So I'm so thankful that I'm caught up on all of my shows because next week is going to be crazy. Next week I'm performing in like 4 shows. Then we have these two. This show is going to be on Monday and Tuesday. Then Love Is Blind is debuting on Wednesday. Next week is going to be crazy. Next week is going to be crazy. The best Bachelor, the finest we've ever had, the kindest, the most believable, the best. She said, Nikki, I want to book with you. Yes, a Girl Talk Sesh. Where's the site and link? The link sent me to Cameo. Oh my goodness. If you're serious about that, I will set something up. I will absolutely set it up. And I'll put it in the description box for my next live. I was actually joking, but you know what? Why not? Why not? Miss Brunswick said that whole group is weak because why did y'all let this overgrown baby ruin everyone's good time with the nonsense? One of them should have told Sydney to drop it. But this is the thing. The reason why they didn't drop it, in my opinion, is because they want Maria out because she's big competition. I think the ladies know how much Joey likes Maria. But I'm like, y'all so focused on Maria. Y'all need to be looking at Jen and Allison because he's liking them, and Rachel. Rachel flying under the radar, but that's his boo. That's his rib. And y'all too busy focusing on Maria because her body T. The internet 8 said Maria is spicy white. She has to move a little different. I see. No, he got it. I think the tallest he is 5'11". I think the tallest he is 5'11". Blue Jay said, I see it all the time. Society had made hitting 30s a tipping over in the grave. Very true. A lot of ages look great for their ages. A lot of ages look great for their ages because they don't age crazily. True. I thought it was funny. I liked it. I thought that was really, really funny. He's growing on me, but still, I think a woman should be the host for The Bachelorette. He's a baddie. Thank you, Spency. I was straightening my hair for while I was home in Atlanta. I was straightening it like every other day, all of November and all of December because I just did not feel like doing my hair. And because in my headshots, I have like curly hair. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go back to my curls, and my curls have yet to come back. Yeah. I'm a case that when Joey mentioned having kids with her, my jaw dropped. I don't think I've ever heard that from The Bachelor. He's a good guy. I just need him to be like 7 years older and 6'5". 6'5". Listen, I don't go to that side of the town anymore, but Joey would get me over there. They better send the bag, Spency. They better send the bag. That's where Evelyn need to be. That's where my girl need to be. Why are you on this TV show crying? Girl, she does. Child. Miss Rodriguez said, talking to someone directly, asking them why they said something about you is not bullying. These kids need to learn how to just coexist with folks they don't know without making them bad people. I absolutely agree. Okay. I'll work on it tonight. Yay, that's fun. Hey, Ajubi. Thank you for being here. Yes, congrats. Spency got the job, guys. Yes. Congrats. See, the Star family, our prayers are powerful. All right, let's move on to, I said The Bachelor, 90 Day Fiance. My God, today, let's get into it. Let's get into 90 Day Fiance. What a mess. The peen must be spectacular. I cannot, for the life of me, make sense of this couple. I cannot. So actually, in Manuel, this on in this episode, they're getting closer to their wedding day, but Ashley doesn't know if the wedding is going to actually happen on the day that she wanted to, because she's an astrology girl, and she calls herself like spiritual things of that nature. And she wanted to get married on this date and on this time, and she's a bit worried because she just got a report that the weather is going to be really bad and some of her guests might not be able to come because it's hurricane season. She looked at all them damn stars and didn't look at the weather. So now she doesn't know if her wedding is going to happen. Let me tell you something. I need you to learn from Cynthia Bailey, because trying to have these weddings on a certain date that you think is the lucky date, girl, with a man that you shouldn't be marrying. Listen, I know that Manuel and Ashley, probably have a great sex. I ain't even gonna say probably. The way they've been banging on this show, my God, today I'm like, have some couth. Have some couth. You're literally getting your back blown out in a public restroom on camera. Let's bring back Shane. Anyway, I don't think they should be getting married. Manuel, right before he's about to get married, he's over there having a breakdown because his mom and his kids are not going to be able to come to his wedding. All him and Ashley do is fight. Even her mom was just like, all y'all do is fight and then y'all have sex. And all of a sudden you're good again. Sex cannot keep a marriage. It cannot. But this is the basis of this relationship. And this is the problem with a lot of the women on 90 Day Fiance. They go out of the country after having some kind of breakdown, or something's not working out here in America, and they go out because they think the rest of the globe is going to fix their issues. And there's nothing wrong with having to eat, pray, love, but they always get caught up with the man that was just supposed to be the eat, pray, love. Manuel wasn't supposed to leave Ecuador. He was the man that you write about in your diary, and your great-great-grandkids find it later on in life and be like, oh my goodness, grandmama was a freak. She was having a good old time. I'm glad there's somebody, in my, so I'm glad to see the elders having that they had a life. Like, that is what this relationship should have been. But now you're trying to legitimize it and making something more than no shade sex tourism. Like, you are trying to make the impossible happen. And that is the issue here. You don't need a crystal ball to see that their chemistry is in the bedroom, and is basically one-sided. Manuel don't feel like her. He does not feel like her. He don't feel like her mothers, her sister, or her friends. He don't care. Anytime she comes to him with any kind of responsibility, and she's Manuel, por favor, Manuel, por favor. He don't care. He don't care. Marry him, let him get his mom and his kids over here, and you two will be divorced within days. I think it's very obvious. Everybody in Ashley's life is telling her this, but she just wants to make this relationship work. I feel like she feels like she has something to prove, maybe because the last relationships didn't work. And I also feel like a lot of the Americans come on this show and their relationships with fellow Americans didn't work. So they look for a partner they can have some dominance over. And, if attraction or love can't make you stay with me, then I'm going to get somebody who needs me for financial support. It's financial abuse, in my opinion, right? Because I feel like if Manuel had his own coin, or if he was an American citizen, I do not think these two would be getting married. And it's a terrible thing to say, but I'm not saying anything different than what her mother, sister, or besties are saying. It just shouldn't happen. Y'all literally fight and then y'all have sex. This Ecuadorian peen got your mind all gagged and lost. You can't see straight. Over Manuel, ciao. Por favor, mi amor, por favor. Girl, if you don't stand, all he do is cuss her out. He does not feel like her. When they went out to dinner with his friend and he just left, Like he's always leaving. Every time they're like every time they're out to eat and she gets on his nerves, he just leaves. I'm like, man, well, where you going? You're on a fiance visa. Where are you going, man? He's always running away from her. And they're not even married. They're not even married. Pedro and Chantel all over again. Pedro, it's always the black woman getting caught up in these situations. Always the black women. Ashley, don't get pregnant right away. Just wait. Just wait to see how things play out, mama. Wait to see how things play out. I also feel like Ashley might be an actor. I just feel like she's far too goofy for this to be normal. I see some acting. I see some acting. Anyway, let's move on to Gino and Jasmine. Where are they? This is Sophie. This is Nate. Do I not have them? Hold on. I thought I had their pictures. 90 Day, Fiance. There it is. Sorry about that, Gino and Jasmine. I think I'm happy that Gino's family has just realized that Gino's going to he's going to be in this relationship with Jasmine. So they're finally accepting her. I think the family knows that, Gino's getting conned, right? But I think Gino and Jasmine have an understanding, right? I think Gino, it's a relationship of convenience, right? Gino gets the hot Latina wife, and Jasmine gets American citizenship and gets to bring her kids over here and raise her children. I don't think that like neither one of them are not in on it, right? I think they both know what it is, and I think that the only issue or the only thing stopping their relationship from progressing was Gino's family, because the family was just like, we know that he's being taken advantage of. But I think now that they know that he knows that he's actually not being taken advantage of, that this is a relationship, a transactional relationship, and that he's getting his needs met and Jasmine is getting her needs met, and he's fine with it. So I think the family is just like, if he likes it, basically, they love it. And I'm glad that they were just able to come around, because you could see that that was really hurting Gino. He was crying all the time. And then when Jasmine said that she wants his family to come to the wedding, Gino broke down, because he really wanted that. He wants his family to embrace Jasmine, and he wants Jasmine to embrace his family. But the family is just like, we do not want to legitimize your relationship with this sugar baby. But I guess they're just like, you know what? He wants this, and we, love him. And if we don't accept this, we're just not going to have him in our lives. So we'll just accept it and move forward. And I'm glad that they're able to move forward. I will say this, Jasmine, what kind of sugar baby has to bargain over a $2,000 wedding dress? Like a $2,000 wedding dress. I don't know if this was in your sugar baby plan, right? I'm just like, you are in this wedding dress. Literally, like, listen, this ain't love, right? You're literally with this man for money. And the way you have to beg, borrow, steal, do sexual favors to get crumbs. There had to be a better sugar baby plan. Dan is American. Is it the fact that well, no, Dan is an American. Is he? I think Dan's from the UK. Whatever it is, I felt like he was a better sugar baby situation. I mean, he was attractive. He obviously has more money than Gino. Or is the American citizenship that good? What I want to know what people who are not American are seeing that Americans are seeing. Because I can't believe y'all still scheming and scamming to come here. It's the craziest thing. I'm like, what do y'all think America has to offer? homelessness, a chance of getting shot up when you leave your house. What is America offering you that you cannot get back home? I'm so concerned. I'm so concerned that you guys are being sold a lie. I really, really am. I do not understand any benefits that Jasmine is getting as an American, right? I think the benefit that she believes that she's going to get is being an American. And I'm like, I don't know how well that's going to go for you, especially with an American man that don't have no coin. And it keeps on happening. It keeps on happening. A lot of y'all are getting with these American partners who don't have no money. And you end up living worse off than you did where you were from. Case in point, I I need some UKT. Why is she with this guy? Is she like is she running from something? Who knows Sophie's tea? Who are my UK subscribers that know Sophie's tea? Because I don't understand why she's with Robert. He lives in squalor. He talks to her and her mother like they are trash. He has a terrible temper and he has a ponytail. He drives that medium beat up car. We never see him go into a job and he thinks that he's the prize. And you've never lived like this, Sophie. Why are you willing to live like this with this man? And there is nothing that we have seen of him that makes sense, that's like desirable. What is it? Is it the American citizenship? Is it the fact that he's American? Do y'all fetish Americans over there like that? Because I just don't understand. I don't know what she sees him. She's a pretty girl. She's obviously comes from money because he brings that up all the time. And she has a really nice life. We saw her UK apartment. What is going on? Is she scamming in the UK and she has to get out of there before she get locked up? She money laundering? Is she slinging? What drugs y'all do over there? Meth? Y'all do meth over there? What's the drug of choice? What is happening? I do not understand Sophie's attraction to Robert. Dare I say he's borderline, he's verbally abusive. The way he talks to her and about her, extremely concerning. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. When I started watching them, I for sure thought that she was not going to stay in his home. And can we keep it buck? He's sleeping in somebody's pool house. Sophie, what's going on? This relationship makes no sense. It makes no sense. They're still not really like back on good terms because he cussed her out in front of her mom, then cussed her mom out and was talking about how they make him feel bad for the things that he doesn't have. And I'm just like, you really want a mother to be comfortable with her child who does not live in squalor where she's from to live in squalor in another country? I cannot believe that he was mad at her mom. And the mom was nice, even saying, oh, I'll apologize to him. Absolutely not. Apologize for what? What did you do? You were a mother. You should have took your daughter back home instead of saying, we're going to stay in my hotel room until he calms down. Absolutely not. This is not a safe situation for Sophie. What is the tea? Y'all got to let me know. I don't know why she wants to be with this guy. He treats her like garbage, then he victimizes her. So, oh, you guys make me feel bad. You guys make me feel like I'm not good enough. You live in somebody's pool house, and you're a grown man who wants a wife. You don't have a place to put her in. You live in a shack, but you want a wife who is submissive? Something not right. Something not right. How you want a wife you don't have a home to put her in? Something not right. You don't even have a closet for her clothes. Something not right. Something is not right. Speaking of another thing that's not right, this couple, Nikki, he wants American citizenship. That's it. Mama, he don't like you. He don't want you. He does not want to be with a trans woman. That's why he is telling you that he would like to sleep with. He told you to your face, real women, and you stayed with him. He told you that he cannot have sex with you because he knows of your dead identity, and you stayed. I want you to stand up, mama. I want you to take that big butt and hips and sashay away. He is not good for you. He does not want you. He doesn't. He reached out to you out of nowhere because he wants to come to the United States, and you are going to be his one-way ticket there. He does not want to be with you. And you're sitting over here thinking about, well, maybe I'll do threesomes, but he has to agree to do this. You should never even be at that stage where you're agreeing or compromising in any kind of way to make sure that your partner is sexually fulfilled because he is turned off by your body because of who you used to be. He doesn't want to be with a trans woman. And he's all but told you that. And you're staying in this situation, crying, falling out every time, humiliating yourself when you could just walk away. I want you out of this. I want you out of this. He doesn't want to be with you. And you have to get it. TLC, I feel like this is my fault because I asked for LGBTQ love on this show, but y'all keep on giving us the worst representations ever. Like, to this day, we have not gotten a trans woman on this show whose partner likes them or wants to be with them. Every man that they are with is disgusted by their identity. And we have to watch every season this trans woman chase after this man that wants nothing to do with her. If it's not successful, keep it off this damn show. Keep it off of this show. Anali, go home. Go home, because let me tell you something. Clayton is starting to feel himself. Clayton is starting to feel himself because he was able to finally get a girlfriend, right? Who's now a fiance and about to be a wife. And he is starting to feel like he's that guy, right? And I feel like as they get closer to getting married, Clayton is becoming more and more red pill to me, especially when he gets with his friend. Did you like the first time that he met up with his friend with Anali, the way he started treating her? I hate when men do this. This is why I always say date your type, right? Because now Clayton is starting to act like he tall, right? Because he got Anali, right? He's starting to act like he tall. He's starting to act like no shade, he fine. He's starting to act like he got money. He's starting to act like he built like a Mack truck. And this is the problem. This is the problem. Leave them regular dudes where they at. Because as soon as you give them a little play, they start acting unfamiliar. Unfamiliar. And I feel like every episode, he's getting a bit more loose. He's getting a bit more loose. Now he cussing out his sister. Why did you bring a stripper to my fiance's bachelorette party? Let that girl get something tall and brown rubbing on her. She's about to be with you for the rest of your life or until she can get legal citizenship. You know what I mean? You're going to get a lot out of this relationship. Let her have some fun with a fit acrobatic man. Let her have a good time. It wasn't a big deal, but he is, feeling himself now. So he's the man. He's feeling himself. He's cussing out his sister. He's putting Anali in check. He's kicking his mama out of his closet because now he's ready to live his life. Go home, Anali. Go home. There's a much better life before you back home. This ain't worth it. This is not worth it. All he does is make you cry. All he does is make you cry. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Ladies, to the front. To the front. Open up your ears. Listen and listen closely. Citra and Sam. There is nothing on this earth more powerful than coochie. And the reason why I say this is because Sam don't want to take no shahada. He don't want nothing to do with Islam. He's going to be eating bacon on the low. But you know why Sam is converting to Islam? Coochie. Changing his whole life, his whole diet, the way he lives. Coochie. Tap into your power, ladies. We can change the world. We can stop these wars today. Tap into your power. Sam is sitting up there. Assalamu alaikum. He don't know what he's saying. He don't know what he's doing. Today I'm going to take my shahada. He don't know what's going on. But what he does know is after he say a couple of alhamdulillah, forgive me, he gets some coochie. That's his only goal. That's his only goal. Right before he was going to take his shahada, he was just like, I'm so excited, you know. I'm a sexual being and I've been waiting a long time. You're about to change your entire life based on your belief system. And you're talking about some coochie. Tap into your power, ladies. We can change the world. We can change the world. Citra then got her a Caucasian Muslim from Middle America. We can change the world. I was so surprised that Sam's mother in that bad wig did not show up to see her son convert to Islam. She was like, I don't agree with none of it. It's just shaking that wig, that two-tone wig. I said, I know that's right, girl. Oh, Lord. But Sam and Citra are now married. Sam finally got his coochie because he's a sexual being. I would just get another job. I don't know how y'all do it. More power to you, ladies, but tap into your power. Tap into your power. Tap into your power. Assalamu alaikum, Sam. Assalamu alaikum. That's all I wanted to talk about. What do you guys think? Let's get into it. She be cussing him out, though. She be cussing him out. Dinero, por favor. I'm like, oh my gosh. The only time they get along is when they're bumping genitalia. That is not a marriage. Yep. Black Lavender said all Manuel want is money to send back home for his kids. Absolutely. At this point, we got to be honest with you. At this point, Manuel, he's slinging peen to take care of his family. He is slinging penis to take care of his family. Because every time Ashley clutches that purse, he gives her that Ecuadorian anaconda, and all of a sudden, Ashley got some money to send back to his family. Slinging pain at your big age. My God, today. All over town. All over town. Like, if you don't watch the show, guys, these two, Ashley and Manuel, let me bring their picture up. They will literally be in an argument, and then there will be silence, and Ashley would be like, come on, mi amor. And they will like go into a room, an alley, a bathroom, and have sex. And then she will come back and be like, well, you know, I now understand what Manuel was talking about, and we've come to an agreement. Even her own mother was just like, all y'all do is have sex. Y'all don't talk to each other. Like, y'all need to communicate better. Like, everybody knows that this relationship is just sex. In the middle of a damn scene, they will leave and have sex. Insane. I'm like, no. Girl, then you should have left him in Ecuador. This was an eat, pray, love situation. You was not supposed to bring him home. You was not supposed to bring him home. Yes. This dude was supposed to be left in your diary. Left in your diary. Brenda said, "Child Nikki, a child Nikki.Star family caught alive during work." No worries. I used to do that too. Whole mood change. And he got whatever he wanted. He's slinging pain. He is slinging pain. Man Wild is a gigolo. He's a gigolo. The things people do to take care of their kids. The things people do to take care of them kids. The end of the H said, at least I at least give Gino and Jasmine the credit of they understand they are acting for the show at this point, and they are both in on it. Oh yeah, their arguments. Let me tell you something, Jasmine. You still sleeping with your ex. Because every time Jasmine gets mad at Gino, she talks about how great sex is with her ex. And I'm like, you talking like you just got out of his bed. Gino, you know what? If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. Absolutely. If he's wearing it in bed, he's wearing it on his wedding day. Absolutely. I think Gino has a lot of investments. I think he has a lot of investments. I don't think he has like money like that, but he has a lot of investments that, you know, if he dies, whoever his partner is going to be set up very nicely. And I mean, I think, doesn't he have high blood pressure or something? Lisa said Gino doesn't even have enough cash for hair treatments. That should be a sign for Jasmine right there. It could just be the American citizenship. For a lot of people, it's like America is, a land with the streets filled with gold. And I'm like, baby, the gold that you're looking at is Chuck E. Cheese coins. It's all fake, like this nation. Smithy said, see, I was starting to think Gino and Jasmine loved each other, but maybe I'm Delulu. It's an arrangement. It's an arrangement. I don't know what's going on with her. She pretty and got money. Do you think that she is like trying to launch some kind of career here in America? Is she a singer? It's something. I think it has more to do with America than it has to do with that light skin that's taking her through hell. The Internet 8 said, I just think Sophie's a young girl who got caught by light skin and maybe wants to come to America to do social media. I think it's America. It cannot be him. Probably. And you know what? The only reason why I say that is because on Love Island All-Star Games, the way them African-American men were cleaning up. And I'm just like, oh my God, he's corny. Oh my God, he's corny in America. What are you doing? But they loved it. The UK girls would be like, oh my goodness, I love the American accent, the American swag. And I'm like, oh, he's corny in America. Girl, he corny. But they were just so enamored by them corny Black American boys. Girl, you don't know nothing. No goals or a home. And he has an attitude problem. That's my thing. You don't got no money, no goals, and no home, and you talking to me crazy? Sophie, stand up. Hello. He's not. You don't got nothing going on. The Internet said, this reminds me of the other social media couple. Yes. Jabri and his black fishing fiance. Remember them Can Kalan ponies out that she used to always wear, them texture ones? They basically just wanted to be on TV. But Sophie has much lower self-esteem. Like something is happening. When she started breaking down crying because of the way he was speaking to her, I was like, girl, you don't need to be here. I hope her mother doesn't leave. I hope her mother extends her stay, work on the visa or something. You can't leave your baby here. You cannot leave your baby here with that man. Spency said, Nikki stresses me out. She can't even be a sex. Oh, I was like, excuse me. I now know who you're talking about. Nikki stresses me out. She can't even be a sex tourist because he doesn't like that she's a trans woman. Yeah. When she was just like, okay, well, if I give you a threesome, I'm like, if you give him you're not giving him nothing. You're not giving him nothing. Cut off the sugar because you're a sugar mama and you're trying to legitimize this relationship. You are a sugar mama. And the thing about it is, I did not expect for Justin to be honest. He's like, now that I know that she's this way, I can't, how do you say, I can't, have sex with her because she, the way that she, then leave her alone. Leave her alone. Stop trying to come to America. Stop asking for money. Leave her alone if she is not who you want to be with. Thank you so much, Shonda. Shonda says, thanks for joining a NikkiStar Live. Please like and subscribe for more great content. Thank you, Shonda. The internet age said, yep, it's a mental block, and she lied to him, so he can't get past it. I will say, Nikki set up a really bad situation for her, because when she said she told him that she was trans to hurt him, I think that she knew who he was, right? The guy that he is on this show is not shocking to her, right? I think she probably heard him say something, or probably knew that this is where he would be, or like where his mind would be concerning trans women, or just the community she identifies in general, right? Which is why she said it to hurt him. And now she's trying to legitimize this relationship. And I'm just like, it can't be. It can't be, because he was this way from jump. You just didn't want to acknowledge it. And now that you told him who you used to be, now you have to deal with it. But you were okay with who he was before when he didn't know. So it's a bit of egg on her face, right? And it's also a situation that she's volunteering to stay in, knowing that it's never going to work out for her. Sad, if you think about it. Really, really sad. He absolutely is. Absolutely is. He got a chroma coochie, and just all of a sudden, he's just that guy. She's back home waiting for me. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. He absolutely does. He absolutely does. He still cheats on her. And when he comes to America, he's going to be slinging pain like he's Manuel. And Nikki's gonna turn the other way. I'm gonna look the other way. Sarah said, Clayton has a horrible Reddit 4chan account hidden somewhere crying about men only getting flowers at their funeral. Absolutely. Absolutely. The NNA said, that man don't take her anywhere. Why can't she have a stripper? A little excitement before she got to stay with you and your closet mama forever. The mom don't want to leave the closet. That's the craziest thing. Like, he literally had to go to his big sister who's tired. That sister is tired. When we first were introduced to the sister, I was just like, oh, she is nasty and mean. Then I watched more of Clayton and his mama, and I was just like, she's tired of taking care of this family. They run to her for everything. She is tired of taking care of that family. She wants a break. She deserves it. He was never the same. Never the same. And sex only. Sex only. We haven't seen him pick up a Quran. We haven't seen him say a prayer to the east. Correct me, Muslim subscribers. But we ain't seen him do none of that. All we see him talk about is, as soon as I convert, we're going to have a lot of sex. Straight women are living where? You got it. Sarah said, converting for a man or woman is wild to me. It's giving you're not a serious person. Mm-hmm. Him and the girl who converted to Islam wanted to move to a country that was in active war. She meant well. Oh, yeah, she was gone, but they still together. She's still booed up with that man. She is still booed up with him. Oh, that two-tone shake and go wig. She showed up to film like, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. The N and the H said, I think how American girls love a British accent. Maybe a British girl will love 18. You know what? That may be it. That may be it. I remember when Idris hit the scene, because before we just watched him on a wire. We did not know that he was from the UK. We were like, oh my God, they come in black? He still got us gagged. So that may be it. That may be it. No, it's fine. I got it. Busola, what's up? Said, hi, Nikki.Star fam. I think some of the people could be putting up with crap from these Americans to get American citizenship because it's a gateway to be able to move any. Oh, you know what? I forgot about passport privilege. You are right. You are right. Thank you, Busola. Oh, she's done. That family puts her through it. Through it. She needs a break. We're going to end with Sarah, and then we're going to get into Vanderpump. Sarah says, moms like that, talking about Clayton's mom, engage in emotional incest. Yep. They love those sons like they need to be loving a man. Yep. And the sons can never move on. Even the sister said it. Clayton is ready to start his life. And she says she feels bad for him, but she's not interfering. She's done enough. Good for her. Let's move on over to Vanderpump Rules. Tom is back. He's so oblivious. Tom is just so oblivious. I'm like, you messed up. Yes, everybody on this show has messed up. That's the other one, Sandoval. Everybody on this show has messed up, but he is just like, why is everybody mad? Like, just so oblivious to the fact that he blew up everybody's life. If we're going to keep it, him and Raquel, if we're going to keep it buck. I will say, I hope he's paying his assistant a lot of money, because that's a very uncomfortable and stressful situation to be in, where she is the only person who can communicate with Ariana, because Ariana and Tom do not talk. So she, like, whenever Tom has a schedule and needs to do something concerning the home and is going to be in the same space as Ariana, the assistant has to go back and forth between the both of them to figure out a schedule where that works for the both of them, where they will not be able to see each other. And she was just like, this is so awkward and weird. And it has to be very stressful. I hope she's getting a good coin, because assistants in LA do not make any kind of money. And I hope that this girl is getting something, because it's not worth it. This is not worth the stress, even being on this TV show for 2.5 seconds. Anyway, in this episode, Tom is planning his birthday party, and he's having his assistant go back and forth to Ariana. And Ariana is just like, well, he's not having his birthday party here. I'm going to call the cops on him. So that's like a big thing. Then Ariana leaves, and she has lunch with Lala. And Ariana's talking to Lala about the situation. And Lala is just like, why can't he have his party in a home that you both share? And Ariana's just like, well, I don't want him to be happy. I want him to be miserable. And Lala is just like, why don't you just move on? You have a new boyfriend. You want to move in with him. You're now talking about, thinking about having children. You have a life. Move on. Let him have his party until this house is sold. Like, just don't consume yourself with it. And I absolutely agree, because I think that Ariana cannot fully move on as long as she's in that home. And I know she's staying in the home because she wants to make it uncomfortable for Tom, so that he stays on the plan that they have, where this house is going to be sold. I think Ariana feels like if she moves out, he's going to get comfortable in that home that her name is on, and she doesn't want him to enjoy that while she doesn't get that. You know what I mean? She doesn't want him to benefit that home when he was the one who blew up their life. I absolutely get it. But I feel like she's keeping herself in this depressive purgatory, trying to make that man miserable. You know what I mean? She has a new man. She really, really likes him. They're both of age. And she is finally at the place where now she wants to have a family. And she said before she didn't want to have a family because Tom was just not a sure thing, but it was familiar, right? She just was not sure about raising a child with him, but she was stuck, which happens to a lot of people. I get it, right? But now she wants these things with her new man because she's feeling something. I don't know if it's love or just rebound energy, but whatever it is, she feels freer and she's happier. I think she cannot experience full joy stuck in that miserable situation because I feel like she's going to remain miserable trying to make Tom miserable. And you can't make a narcissist miserable, right? You can't get under their skin. You can't hurt them, right? Because anything that you do to try to get at them, to them is more attention, right? They don't care that you're mad. They care that you're thinking about them. So unfortunately, I feel like she gotta move on. I think she needs to just whatever that man is trying to pay her, take the money and go. The house is depreciating anyway. The market is about to crash. He's not going to be able to, keep it afloat without you. Let it go. Let it go. Move on and be happy, sis. You're going to keep yourself in a bad situation trying to make somebody who cannot feel anything good or anything bad because he's living in this world. He's so conceited and he's living in a world where everything revolves around him. So anything that you do to him is going to make him feel like he's that guy. He's going to continue to win while renting space in your mind. Let him go and live your best life. I do not believe for one second that Scandival is still in love with Raquel. I don't believe it. That storyline. Out of nowhere, you're in love with her. Out of nowhere, you're in love with her. You were just saying that you were still in love with Ariana and that you want to make it work. Now you're in love with her. I don't believe it. I think it's just storyline. He needs something to talk about because although this whole thing didn't go in his favor, it's hot. It's a topic. And I think he's also eating that up as well, that he's one of the biggest scandals that has come out of that show. Even if it looks bad for him, I think he still enjoys the attention. And I feel like him saying that he's still in love with Raquel is just a way to keep attention on him. I do not believe it. Sheena and This Good as Gold. Sheena now is I hate the StreamYard. Don't put up on my pictures. Where is Sheena? Well, I'm talking about her. Sheena is now doing the emo version of Good as Gold. She is going to milk the hell out of this song. And you know what? Good for her. Good for her. Do what you need to do. If you're going to get some coins from it, get some coins from it. I will say this, right? I feel like I'm not saying that Sheena doesn't have OCD. I will say they're like Good as Gold. I think they're milking the hell out of her diagnosis, right? Because everything now all of a sudden is about Sheena having OCD. Every scene, every conversation is about her having OCD. I'm not saying that she doesn't have it. I'm not saying that it's not a big deal. I just feel like, from what I know of Sheena and this couple alone on reality TV, from what I've seen, from what they've shown me, I feel like you're milking it. I feel like you're milking it, and that it's not as much of an inconvenience as you're making the audience try to believe. It's not like you to overdo something. It's not like you to not overdo something. So I don't know if I'm buying it. I don't know if I'm buying what you're selling. Not calling it fake. Just saying. I feel like you're doing a little too much. A little too much. Listen, he makes terrible choices. Decisions. Always hangs out with the worst people. I will say there's something beautiful about the fact that he can never have a bad day. Because he went, oh, thank you. Thank you, Geneva, for the Cash App. Thank you. But there's something about him just, YouTube for the YouTube live love. Thank you, Geneva. But there's something about him just not being able to have a bad day because he went over to see James's new place in Burbank. I don't know why I said it like that. There's nothing wrong with Burbank. I like Burbank. But he went to go see James's new place, and he was just like, man, I ain't had a home like this. I used to have something, but I screwed it all up. And look at what I used to have. I'm proud of him, but man, I used to have a home too, but I screwed my life up. He just doesn't have a bad day. He's just super positive about everything, even the worst situations. The fact that Ariana hates him and tells him every day that she cannot stand him. Every time she sees him, she's like, "We're not friends. You're cut off." And he was like, I understand. This dude cannot have a bad day. You gotta love him, Mr. Positivity. If we're keeping it buck. Mr. Positivity. I'm telling you, if your life is in shambles and everything is going wrong, get around a Tom. He will make you see the bright side of something. It's not so bad. At least you're not dead. Let's get some ice cream. Like, that's who he is. That's who he can never have a bad day. He needs to grow up, though. I feel like if he procreates, he's going to need to grow up rapidly. If not, he's probably going to stay this age forever. And mind, on a real talk, James loved Sandoval. Loved him. I think he looked up to him as a big brother, dare I say even like a father figure. He really, really did. Because when Sandoval texted James and let him know that he wants him to come to his birthday party, James was like freaking out. Even when he sent the text, he was freaking out. Even when he was driving over to the party, he was freaking out. And his girlfriend was just like, so, like, do you want to be friends with him again? James was absolutely lying. He was just like, no, I don't. I just want him to apologize. But I think that James misses that relationship because wherever he had Tom, it was in high regard. And he really does miss Sandoval and wants that relationship back. But I think he's afraid to tell the group that because, Sandoval is on the outs. But I think he went there because he at least wanted to see him. He wanted to make sure he was okay. And he was hoping that Sandoval would apologize to him so that he could rekindle a relationship with him. Even on the low, he really misses him. He really, really does. But unfortunately, Sandoval continues to disappoint him because James went to Tom's party, Sandoval's party, and he was hoping to talk to him because he really wanted him to apologize so that he could enjoy his friend again. And Sandoval didn't. He was like, basically, well, you want me to apologize for being with Raquel, but you didn't apologize for sleeping with Kristen. And James was like, that was 10 years ago. And Sandoval, he's already apologized and you've moved on with him. So you can't bring up the past to make excuses for the things and the mistakes that you've made in the present. You cannot do that. And I think James was just very disappointed that Sandoval was just like, well, this is what you did, not taking accountability and just really shutting the door for James. He was really hurt. So hurt he peed in his bushes. Now, here's the thing. One, I think that's illegal. You asked about it, but nobody answered you because I think they were probably looking up the law. But I think it's illegal. Also very trifling because after you put your hands on your pissy wee-wee, you put them pissy wee-wee hands on your steering wheel and drove all the way to Burbank from Studio City. So the whole car is funky. The handles, everything in that car is funky because you're mad at Sandoval for breaking your heart. I get it. Do better. Do better. Do you have wipes in your car? I hope so. Anyway, that's all I want to say about this show. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Such a stressful job. Running back and forth between these grown adults, communicating with them simple things like, oh, he wants to have a birthday party. Oh, she's about to walk her dog, so you got to get out of the hallway. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Never. Not smart. Not smart. You better put that house in your name and your name alone. Your name alone. Kick him out. Give Me Shelter said if both people are on a mortgage, it's probably best to not vacate the premises. Lala is looking at the situation like a 15-year-old girl because she never had adult responsibilities. I think you can't vacate if you're married. I think she can move out of it, but I think she feels like if I move out, he's going to get comfortable and not want to sell. She doesn't want to take his offer. She thinks he lowballed her, and she just wants him to sell the place so it could be done. She doesn't want him to enjoy a home that they purchased together. I get it, but I feel like her focusing on trying to make him miserable is going to, in turn, backfire on her and make her relationship miserable. Because she even said that her boyfriend is just like, it'll be really easier for us to have a much better life when you are moved out of that home, because now when he comes to town, they're spending all their money on Airbnbs or hotel rooms. If he stays for like an extended time, especially in LA, that's going to add up. Girl, get free of him. Get free of Sandoval fully. It doesn't make sense. It just backfires. It backfires. And now her boyfriend is talking about it. And that's the guy she really care about. Give Me Shelter said, I couldn't take advice from Lala seriously. She had one child and had to call every single family member for help. See? When you tricking, you going to pay a price. You going to pay a price. Never. I think that's just for TV. That's just for TV. Naya said Sandoval is only claiming to be in love with Rachel to create a narrative for himself that cheating with Rachel wasn't a life-damaging mistake. This is the thing. Sandoval is having the worst midlife crisis ever in front of the world. Like, we're all watching this man have a midlife crisis. We're going to watch the same thing happen to Schwartz when he bleaches his hair. They're all having midlife crisis at the same time. And Sandoval is just handling it in the worst way. It sure does. It sure does. He absolutely could be a host of a kids TV show. He would kill as a Double Dare TV host. Kill. He never has a bad day. Very Phil Dunphy. Very Phil Dunphy. OMG. He went to emo night with them pissy hands. Oh, they refinanced too? Yikes. He doesn't. He's not making money with that band. He's spending money with that band. So right now, the only money he's making is from this show. But I guarantee you, after season 10, he's probably making bank with this show. That's why he was the last person to sign on. So the last person to sign on. He's getting money. Him and Ariana. Miss Brown Sugar said, I would be way more petty than Ariana. Ain't no way to get the profit off of your own low down dirty deeds. Bring Daniel up in the house and watch TV in the living room. If anybody should leave, it's him. Here's the thing. I think she would absolutely do that. I don't think that Daniel is into that. I don't think he wants to do that. He said that their relationship will be easier when she moves out. He wants her to be done. Miss T said, what does LVP not see? Why does LVP not see what we see in the Toms? She does, but they're good TV. They're good TV. Miss Brown Chicken says Schwartz is a basura. Don't put him in the same category as Phil Dunphy. Well, you told me. Miss T said Tom refinanced on his half only. Ariana thinks it's all on him, but I think she's wrong. She tied up in some mess with this man. Ariana, but he been the dummy. Tom was never supposed to be a 10-year investment for you. He was not supposed to be that. Poor thing. Poor thing. Let's move on and end with Love at the Lockup. This was a good season. And it was a good finale. Brittany and Key Rock were so fun on this episode. Where are they at? Brittany and Key Rock were so fun. This is the thing. I like this cute little couple. I like the kids, right? My issue is the way they fight. I think these two would do better with therapy and probably finding each other later in life. I think these two could work at 35. I think at what, 22 and 23, I don't think it's going to be a very healthy relationship. Right now it's toxic because they're very young, fresh out of prison, a lot of life to figure out, and I think they need to find each other later in life. I think they're very cute. But when it's good, and when it's bad, it's horrible. The way they fight is just not healthy. That's not a normal relationship. They do not get along for more than a day. They're always in some kind of battle, and I think that could only be fixed with maturity. So I like them, but I think they need to find each other later in life. I love the fact that these two got baptized in this episode. I thought it was really cute. Were they at an alternative church? I don't think it was mentioned, but the only reason why I asked that is because everybody that was there at the baptism was a stud. So either the church was an alternative church or LGBTQ friendly church, or they were all Key Rock's friends. Because when Key Rock was getting baptized, I was like, everybody here is a stud. Is that his community or is that the church? Either way, this is beautiful. Key Rock was like, dip me. He said, dip me one more time. Dip me again. This has to be the first time somebody's been dipped 3 times during a baptism. But Key Rock know what he did. So if he had to get dipped 3 times, dip him. Dip him. Brittany, of course, was an emotional wreck when she got baptized. So she came out speaking in tongues. These two are cute. They're fun. We're absolutely going to see more of them. Brittany, I wish that you would have stayed in hair school, because the way that you have been laying your hair, great advertisement, girl. I wish you would have stayed in hair school, because you would absolutely make some good money off of this show. But wishing the babies well. I think they need to take a break from each other and again find each other later in life. But if they do continue to stay together, they need a lot of therapy. They need to learn how to communicate with each other in a healthy way. But I love these kids. I really, really, really do. I wish them well. I wish them well. They delivered. They gave us a great season. They deserve, all the good things that are coming their way. Let's move on to Joy Nomi and Red. Very, very proud of Joy Nomi in the season finale. She finally broke up with Red after he told her that he cheated on her. I'm over the excuse that Joy cheated on Red when he was incarcerated. I'm sorry. If you're locked up, I'm single. Like, if you're locked up, the free world is Vegas. And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. When you come out, we can start anew. We don't need to talk about nothing. Now, I'll give you a discussion if I got pregnant and I got to explain this kid, but that's pretty much it. Like, he was holding her feet to the fire over something that didn't make sense. Like, who's to say that he wasn't banging a lunch lady or a Afro Latina trans girl in the prison? Like, let's stop playing these games. You don't have to know what she did while you were locked up, and she don't have to know what you did while you were locked up. Let's let that go. Let that go and stop holding that over her head. But in this episode, in the season finale, she broke up with him and she was just like, I could do bad all by myself. She said she sat down and she told her son that, you know what, it's going to be me and you again. We're not going to have Red in our lives. And her son was so excited because that baby saw how that man treated his mother. And he was probably very happy that his mother was not going to be screaming and crying over that man anymore. Because although kids can't communicate like adults, they are very clear about their feelings and see things exactly for what it is. There's no misunderstanding with them. They just can't communicate it properly to you as you would understand it as an adult. But those kids know exactly what's going on. So she packed up all his stuff, sent him a letter, a letter of, you're missing out because this is the best thing that ever happened to you and you're missing out. Smart girl, but I'm very happy for her. I was very shocked that she was so sure. She wasn't crying. She was just like, I'm done. I'm never seeing him again. I put him out, and she was standing on it. Very proud of her. Very, very proud of her. The funniest thing was that Red now had to get a job because he didn't have any more sugar mamas. He was looking for a job now because he don't have another woman to leech off of. So now he had to find a job. But I think he's still slinging peen because the update said that he still doesn't have a job, but he has a girlfriend. So that means that whoever he's with is sponsoring him and taking care of him. Oh, the bars in hell. Women are down bad. Women are down bad. You taking care of felons with a beer gut? All right, girl. All right, but I'm glad that Jornomi found her voice and she is done with Red. She was good TV, but I'd rather see her not on my TV, happy and living a healthy life and raising her son in a good environment than watching her being played on TV by a man who will stick his wee-wee in anything. My God, today, he doesn't have a type. He does not have a type. A warm hole is a warm hole to Red. Let's move on to Lindsay and Blaine. I say this every season. It doesn't happen. I'm hoping one day I'll get my wish. I don't want to see them on my screen ever again. They're not interesting. I don't believe their stories. It's not fun to watch. I don't know what producer or what director or what executive at WeTV that Lindsay is sleeping with, but they got to give us a break. She just doesn't deliver. She doesn't deliver, but she comes back every season. Something is afoot. Is the married man that Blaine accused her of sleeping with an executive? Because something is afoot here. How she keeps on coming back to this show, mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. But Lindsay and Blaine are now permanently broken up. Blaine is living with his friend. Him and his son are at his place, and Lindsay and her daughter are living in her trailer until the married executive that she's sleeping with moves them to LA and puts them up. Good for her. Good for her. I'm just kidding, Lindsay. Unless it's true, girl. Unless it's true. What a come up for you. What a come up. Let's move on to another couple I don't want to see again. Good for them, though. I'm happy for them that they found each other. But Louis and Melissa, it just wasn't interesting TV. It really wasn't. I felt like everybody was trying to force a storyline that was interesting, and it never worked. I'm glad that Louis got his teeth. I'm glad that Melissa got her nose. She's not happy with it, so we can speak on it. I think Melissa was botched. Maybe maybe it's still swollen, but I something happened here with the nose, and she says she's not happy with it. So something is going on because I feel like, oh no. All right, flash flood warning. It's probably going to drizzle, and it's going to flood LA. My God, today this place is not prepared for rain. Anyway, I felt like she wanted a nose job to make her nose smaller. I feel like the plastic surgeon, I felt like he added more inches to her nose. When you saw her profile, I was just like, I think he added more. I hope she goes to somebody else or, gets unbotched because something wasn't right there. Something wasn't right there. I hope she gets, the reconstructive surgery that she needs and gets, and is satisfied with her nose, and that, her and Louis can live a happy life off of my screen. It's not interesting. We literally watched this whole journey all for Louis to give her a promissory note. A promissory note that he will marry her one day. At y'all big age, y'all too old to be in situationships. Y'all are too old. I don't think that Melissa is being unreasonable by saying, like, when is all of this stuff happening? She's in her 40s. When are you're giving her a promise note When is she getting the promise ring? When is she getting the engagement ring? When is the wedding happening? And listen, Louis is very realistic, right? He's just like, I'm a felon, I'm an addict, I work at a pizza shop. What is she expecting? I absolutely get it. But you are with a woman who wants a family and wants to be married soon and very soon. So if you don't want that, leave her alone. Because she's very clear on what she wants. And Louis is very clear on what he wants, to be quite honest with you. They're not meeting in the middle, and I feel like they're both wasting each other's time. Because I don't think they're on the same path. I think they have two different outlooks for their lives together, and I don't think they match up. Again, I don't want to find out though. They don't need to come back. God bless them. Hope they really enjoy this check and really flip this into something else for them. But I just was not interested in their journey on this show. Who I was interested in was Justine and Michael. Out of everybody on the show, these two, in my opinion, are the real deal. They're the real deal. I love when Michael gave Justine her flowers, thanked her for sticking by him, while she's holding their beautiful daughter. I love that these two, although nobody's employed, was able to get a mansion in Vegas and move there and start their life. I think we're going to see more of them. I hope they come up with a better story to hide the money that they're laundering from the government, because nobody's going to work, but you guys are living a lavish life. Let's be smart here. You have Michael and Justine combined 23 children to take care of. You got to make better decisions. You have to make better decisions. So when you come back next season, let's figure out a cover job that makes sense for the amount of money that you're bringing in and spending. Because I like you too, and I want you to have, I want you to be successful on this show and really flip this show coin, but you're not making sense. And if you're not making sense to me, a regular citizen, I know the feds are clocking your tea by the second. So let's be smarter here. Let's be smarter here. But I like this couple. I'm glad that Michael's mom ditched that fake pregnancy, paternity test scene, because I'm just like, I knew that nothing was going to happen, because it's not like Justine can't see them filming her mother-in-law in the hallway holding the paternity test. It all just looked so fake. It all did not make sense. I'm glad she threw it away. I'm glad she says that she trusts Justine, because she's going to have to, because obviously she's going to go there, go to Vegas with them for a while. And I think while she's in Vegas, they're going to be filming for the show. So they have to get along so that, they can make some good TV, because I think we'll see this couple again. And I actually like them. I think they're the real deal. And I wish them well. Like Brittany and Key-Rock, I do wish them well. A couple that we may not see again, I'm hoping that we will, Chevelle and Quaylon. I think they've always given us great TV. I really like this couple. In this episode, Chevelle met with her daughter, Maila's grandmother on her father's side. This lady was an actor. She was an actor. Because Maila didn't even recognize this woman. And I'm like, if that's your grandmom, why is Chevelle forcing you to say hi to her? Maila, she just felt so distant from that lady. And I'm thinking it's because that lady is an actor. I think that lady's an actor. From the fake tears that she kept on trying to drum up, from her smashing the table, from her saying, that's my child as well. That's my child as well. You will not take her from me. Girl, what in a Tyler Perry School of Acting? Diary of a Mad Grandmother is going on here. I don't believe that she is Maila's grandmother. I don't believe for 1 second. I think this is an actress that they hired. And she did a good job. She was interesting. She was good TV. But I think that she was an actor. Let's move on to Quaylon, who was on some hard drugs. I I don't know if that is the reason why they're not together. I'm hoping that he gets on the straight and narrow and we can see them next season, because they basically carried the season. They really, really did. They really, really did. These two are really, really good. But for now, Chevelle and Quaylon have broken up. The adoption of Maila is paused. I didn't think that it was a real thing, because obviously the father does not want to give up his rights. So I didn't think that that was going to go anywhere. It really just felt more storyline to me. But I'm hoping that these two can work it out, because they're good TV. And I enjoyed seeing them. What I did not enjoy seeing was this. Quaylon, what is going on with the hair? It's like, I feel like he started to get a mohawk, but like halfway through decided not to commit to the mohawk, and then was probably going to have a box, but didn't commit to the box because he was committing to the mohawk. And now we just have this, a fade, a puffy fade with a whole lot of side edges. It's giving biker boys. It's not making sense. The hair is not. Why would he do it? It's not a flattering look. Why your edges so deep? Why is the fade so precise all the way back here? Are we gonna puff all the way through? If we're not going to do a Fat Albert, we need to do a low cut season with a deep wave. What's happening? I miss the locks. I miss the locks. You couldn't find nobody outside of prison who could retwist you up? Don't come back with this hair. Hopefully we see you next season. Hopefully we see you next season. I saved the craziest for last. I saved the craziest for last. Let's get into it. Chance and Taylor. Let me tell you something. Chance, I need for him to be on the Traitors. I need for him to be on the Traitors because he's unhinged, but he's great TV. Chance is just great TV. Let's get into this couple. Shout out to Taylor. Again, all of the women found their voice this episode. These women, they found their voice and they got rid of these raggedy men. So Taylor and Chance are meeting up for one final sit down. Earlier in the episode, Taylor is packing up all of Chance's stuff. She's just like, I'm not throwing it away. I'm just holding it because I'm holding it, but I'm putting it away. But I'm not holding these things for me. I'm holding them for my son, so he can see that me and his father did get along at some point, and these are the memories that we had when we made him. And I agree with that. That's fine. But I love the fact that she was really like standing and breaking up with this man. So then she goes to her door and she changes her door code. And she's just like, oh, I'm really done. He's not going to be walking back and forth in here and coming into my home. I'm done with him. I'm putting him out. I'm changing my door lock. She's standing on business. So Chance is just like, can I just meet you for one time? Chance is hoping to meet with Taylor to convince her to stay with him. But Taylor is just like, out of respect for somebody that I was in a relationship with and that I have a child with, I'm going to meet with him so we can end this amicably and be able to have a healthy relationship moving forward because we have a child to take care of. I absolutely get that and totally understand. Chance shows up, right? And I don't know if he's on drugs or if he's just out of his mind, but he's doing this thing now where he's, at his big age, where he's just like, yeah, what's up? Why don't you come talk to me, right? So they're talking, and I guess Taylor looked like she was a little cold. And Chance is like, Taylor, come on. Let me get you a jacket. Let me put you on something. I don't know what's going on with him, but like that's what he's doing. And so he goes and gets Taylor a jacket, And as he puts the jacket on behind her, he tries to like get a hug, like sneak hug her, and Taylor pushes out of the hug, and he was just like, "Man, I didn't know why you did that. I'm glad I was able to sneak in a hug, though." A grown man. This is a grown man, right? So as I continue to talk, Chance realizes that Taylor is done with him, right? She's removing all all traces of him from her life, and this is really a conversation of closure. So Chance is now starting to get it, right? He's giving everything. He's giving his best Oscar winning performance, right? He's raging at her. Then he stops raging at her and he starts crying. He's just like, nobody's going to love me. Nobody's going to love me. You were the only one that loved me. And then when he realizes that he loses her, all of a sudden she's all these bees and she's not a good person, right? So he's trying every tactic to get this woman to feel something for him, because he knows that if he gets a bit of an opening, he can get back in and, you know, trap her in a relationship with him. I will say, I was watching his performance and I was like, wow, Brad Pitt needs to be shaking in his boots, because Chance is coming for his career. He was giving it all. He was giving his best Razzie performance. So let's get to the good part. So Taylor is just like, before I leave, I need to know, were you cheating on me? And she's like, no, I wasn't cheating on you. I would never. Like, what are you talking about? I would never cheat on you. Like, nah, I would never do that to you. And she doesn't believe him, so she starts questioning him more. Who's just like, no, are you cheating on me? Like, that's what I thought. I thought you were cheating on me, yo. And she's like, I would never cheat on you. Like, I would never do that to you. But you were cheating on me. And then she starts mentioning like the people that he was with. He was like, no, I would never do it. I would never cheat on you. You know what? Like, out of nowhere, he goes from, I would never do that. I would never cheat on you. You know what? Let me just tell the truth. He's so unhinged. Put this man on Traitors, please. And he was just like, yeah, you know what? There was this one girl, and I bent her over, and I effed her brains out. But the whole time I was effing her brains out, I was thinking about you. He's unhinged. The whole time I was effing her brains out, I was thinking about you. Yeah. What? I bent her over in the parking lot. What are you talking about? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? So Taylor's like, oh yeah? So you did cheat on me. With how many people? He was like, 5. How many of them were men? 1. Wait a minute. I guess Taylor was like, I guess she was coming too quick with the questions and he was just answering them, but he answered too quickly. When she was like, how many of them were men? He was like, 1. Wait, hold on. Let me explain. So remember that man that was sending him them texts and was just like, I can't wait to get your meat again and all of that nasty stuff. That's the guy, right? So he was like, well, you know, I have a homosexual friend. Oh, he's so crazy. I have a homosexual friend, and you know, I went over his house, and I was upset. I was upset about you. And I was just trying to make you feel better. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he sucked my penis, but I didn't get hard or anything. Then he's in his confessional. Getting your penis sucked like doesn't make you gay. Like, you know, like just because like a guy was like, let's rubbing on your penis. Like, I didn't get hard. Like, he's trying to explain it to the producers. Like, nothing like, you know, it doesn't make you gay. Like, I didn't get hard. So that's how you know I'm not gay. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't get hard. Like, I didn't like ejaculate or nothing. So, you know, nothing came out. What's happening? What is happening? And they said, there's so many homosexuals out there. Like, I don't care if you call me gay. I don't care. Like, there's a lot of homosexuals. Like, what's the point? And the producers is just letting him talk because they know that this is good TV. They know that this is good TV. So then after Chance just reveals all this to Taylor, he realized he's never getting her back. He's just like, you know what? I hate to do this, but I got to break your heart. I'm leaving you. I'm like, oh no, you can't leave her after she left you. There was nothing to leave. She had already left you. He was like, I hate to do this, but you blew it. I'm out of here. And he like walks away. Like he won. He's so unhinged and unaware. I need him to stay on my TV screens. Put him on Traders. Put him on The Challenge. Whatever reality TV show we can put him on, The Breast and Family Values. I do not care. I need to see more of this delusional man. I need to see more. That homosexual rant, chef's kiss. Nothing came out though. Like I didn't get hard and like nothing came out. What are you talking about? Oh, that man is good TV. Oh, Chance, don't fight me in the comments. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to get another check. This is not the last that I want to see of you. You are great TV. Mwah! That's all I have to say. This was a good season finale. This was a good season, a good, partially good cast. I really want to see majority of the couples come back except for two. Maybe Eris and Cameron. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I thought, Love at the Lockup always delivers. Always delivers. I enjoyed. What are your thoughts? Let's get into it. Got that. Hey Mandy, how are you? Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, Ollie was not getting involved with them people. Ollie knew what team she needed to be on. She knew. She knew. Oh, Josie said if you watch the after show, she hasn't paid her half of the bills for months. Ariana? Oh, she's trying to get that. So if she can't get him to sell it, she's gonna get it foreclosed. It might, I don't know if that's gonna be smart to get it foreclosed and then come in and buy it at auction. Is that what she's trying to do? I don't know if that's genius. It's diabolical, but I don't know if that's a smart move, at least for her credit. Oh, she's very male-centered, Miss Brown Sugar. LVP is very male-centered. She always apologizes for the men, always takes up for them, always demonizes the woman. But I think that's how she got along in life, being very male-centered. I think that works for her. So, he's not. And I don't know why Brittany would even expect that. To move away from his family that loves and supports him, to move closer to your family that not only does not love and support him, but does not accept him. Why would he want to do that? It doesn't make sense. And I don't know why Brittany would want to move from the support that Key Rock has, because the same support that Key Rock has, she has. Like your own family don't accept you. Why would you want to move away from love and support and care? It doesn't make sense to me. Oh, okay. So they were at a LGBTQ friendly church. Okay. Just sloppy and nasty. Ugh. I think because she had the baby and she probably wasn't doing much filming. I think that's why we didn't see her. Like I think we saw her once when she was really, really pregnant and like literally not moving around. And then we just didn't see from her anymore. And I think it's just because she just probably couldn't film because she was like literally about to have the baby. Poor thing. What an unfortunate situation she put herself in. Poor thing. Like, no, how am I cheating on you? You're incarcerated. That's not cheating. That's I'm free. You were not. Why I gotta be locked up with you? Absolutely not. He absolutely did. He's another trick. He tricks. He slings pain. I bet you when That Hot Topic manager that he banged in that Best Western, I bet you he ain't paid for none of that. I bet you she paid for the hotel, paid for the gas to drive him to that hotel, and then paid him for the sex. He gets taken care of by women. Bars in hell. Straight women are living where? There you go. There you go. Just find his real daddy. She says she knows that it's probably one of the three people that she slept with. I really think that Joy Nomi told us three, but I'm like, girl, you was having a hot girl season. It wasn't a summer. It was a hot girl season. You were having a good time with the black men that stopped by the reservation. I think that it's probably more men, and she doesn't want to be honest about that and have to, go get a paternity test on all of these men. I feel like her situation is very Maury Povich. Very Maury Povich, and for her own, to save her own embarrassment, she won't do it. But that your child, if the father does want to be a part of his life, he needs that opportunity. He needs it. Your son should know who his father is, especially if his father wants to have a relationship with him. So I feel like she needs to figure that out. And acting like a toddler. You hurt me. Why does he make them faces? Very weird. Very, very weird. Not only are they toxic, I don't believe them. I don't believe them. This show has been trying to make us believe that Lindsay is this drug kingpin. And then remember when she had that girl that was clearly still strung out on meth, walking around with her like she was her bodyguard. I'm like, nobody's afraid of Lindsay and this lady that can't even keep her eyes open. Like, stop with the BS. This is fake. She got a nose job. I think she got botched. She don't like it. She does not like the nose. They added something. Poor thing. You should have just kept your daddy nose. Oh, she does. I didn't know that she had a daughter. Good for her for never mentioning her or putting her on this show. Oh, it's good. This last episode was really good. If not, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, just watch Chance's scenes. Bravo. Bravo. And so are the feds. So are the feds. He don't know how to be a father. He's been locked up the majority of their life. And now these kids need him and want him to be a father, but it's like, it's probably not going to happen. Because he's going to be in Vegas being the ultimate dad to their youngest, because in his mind, he gets another chance to do it right. I'm like, you have a chance to do it right now with the kids that you already have. But that baby is going to get all of him, and it's going to cause resentment with his kids, even the kids that are living in the house with him, because he's not going to treat any of them the same way he's going to treat that child, because through that baby, he's going to atone for his sins of not being there for his other children instead of just being there and very present. So that poor baby is going to grow up with like 32 siblings hating on her for no reason other than her father made it a toxic environment for her. Listen, it's not for me. It's not the name that I would name my child or my car, but that is the name that they chose for whatever reason. They like Manhattan and they like Barbie. For whatever reason, they named that brown baby Manhattan Barbie. I hope they raise her rich. Yeah, I think she was having a baby, and there just was nothing else to be filmed. Actor. I'm telling you, she was an actor. She's mine. You're not gonna take her away from me. No, you won't do it. My son, girl, too much. Too much. Too much. Who Who does it in prison? I mean, ladies, listen, if he's locked up, look the other way. Look the other way. You can't keep him from jumping in coochie while he's free. What the hell you think he's doing in that prison? Just mind your business. Just what happens in prison stays in prison. Unless he keep on trying to go back, now we got to have a conversation. Because what you running back into that prison for? Who in there? Who is in that prison that you keep on getting locked up on petty crimes? That's when you start asking questions. But if he's in there for a grip, let it go. Let it go. I don't know what the term is for men, but I know from watching my prison shows that I watch on Netflix, lured, lesbian until release day. The women do it too. They gay until they free. Amber and Poppy still wanted to be gay while she was free. But Brittany was like, oh no, I'm straight. So sorry. Brittany got out of prison and was like, I'm straight. I don't do all that. Nuh-uh. Not while I'm free. Now, if I'm locked up, I'll be gay with you. But when I'm free, I'm straight. Poor Puppy. She was like, oh my God, no, I thought we were together. What happened? And Brittany was like, that gay stuff, I do that in prison. Mind your business with them locked up people. They are trying to survive. Mind your business. Mind your business. Hard drugs. He got to do something. That's not right. It's changing his looks, his speech. He got to do something. It's terrible. It's terrible. I want him to get the locks back. It was just, why the edges back here? What's going on? So deep. Like, what is this hairstyle? It looks crazy. Crazy. When Taylor said, how many men? One. Wait, hold on. I was like, oh, what's going on? Oh, I want that man to stay on my TV. Oh, he's great TV. He's great. Nothing came out. I will never get over that. I mean, I didn't get hard and like nothing came out. So like, I'm not gay. What are you talking about, sir? What? He just wanted to make me feel good. Y'all couldn't play Uno. He couldn't take you to a bar. Why he got to put your penis in his mouth? What? No chance. No chance. When Chance told Taylor she better make the right decision because you blew it. Yeah, that's right. You blew it. You cannot write a better character. If WeTV know what's good for them, they better stick with that man. They better stick with that man. Dope since 1986 said, honey, the way Bobo had him held by the throat, I knew something was amiss, baby. He was gripped up in the alleyway. Ciao. He's great TV. He is great. I'm telling you, I was on my couch in tears. Like, I was laughing so hard. I couldn't believe it. Like, you cannot write this. You cannot write this. He did not mean to say it. But Taylor was just asking so many rapid fire questions. He just... He broke that down. And the thing about it is, the way he broke it down, I'm like, Chance, stop breaking it down. You're not making it any better. He went from, I bent that random woman over in a parking lot and I effed her brains out and I was thinking about you too. He had my penis in his mouth because he wanted to make me feel better. Excuse me? There was so much information that he was giving Taylor at once. I was just like, oh no, brother, you got to break this to her over years. You giving her too much at one time. Taylor just kept on breaking down. Every time he told us something, she's like, I knew it. Oh my God. Like, I'm like, hold off. This is too much tea at once. Chill, homie. Let her catch her breath. Let her catch her breath. Whoo. He just wanted to make he just wanted to make you feel bad. Why was that the only option? Like, why is all of his friends who are trying to make him feel better, why are they offering up their genitalia or mouth? That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. His whole chest. I was like, I kept he kept on gagging me. He did. He didn't have to, and he didn't mean to. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. He did not mean to say it. Worse. And I'm like, chill, Chance. Hold on. Let Taylor breathe. It went from worser to worser. When he said putting a man putting putting your penis in his mouth does not make you gay. I said, Chance, shut up. Nothing came out. Shut up. When Taylor started punching him in his chest, I was like, I would do the same thing. I'm sorry. She had to do something to shut him up. He just kept on going. He just kept on going. Who? Unhinged. Great TV. Put him on Traders. Yes, Bachelor was the first show that I talked about, Shawanda. Thank you for being here. At all. He's not good for anybody. He needs to remain single. It's crazy. It's great. The way they are just living such a glamorous life, but neither one of them goes to work is I would never be that dumb. Never be that dumb. You know what? You're right. Every time he needs housing, he has to offer up a sexual favor. Oh, that man is good TV. Well, Chance admitted to Taylor that he cheated on her 5 times. One was a woman in a parking lot where he bent her over and banged her brains out. But it's not bad because he was thinking about Taylor the whole time. This one of the second, third, or fourth times was with his friend, who's a guy. He went over to his friend's home because Taylor had kicked him out, and his guy friend wanted to make him feel better. So he put Chance's penis in his mouth, but Chance was just like nothing happened because he couldn't get hard and he could not ejaculate. So he technically didn't cheat on Taylor because he couldn't get erect. That's our baby father. It's bad out there. It's bad out there. It's bad out there. Drewski said, I mean, sexuality is a spectrum, right? We don't know what Chance is doing. I'm telling you, we don't know what it is. We don't know what is going on with that man. I'm reminded of a combo from yesterday about pervasiveness of Christianity-based homophobia. Just imagine if people felt more free without labels. I feel like if people felt more free without labels, Chance would still just be Looney Tunes. Like, it would still just be like off the wall craziness. He did not even have to say any of that. All he had to say was, I was with one guy. The whole explanation, just terrible. Terrible. My God, today. I hope WeTV utilizes this man. He's good TV. The way he gagged me on that couch, the acting, the tears, the turning around and telling Taylor that she blew it after she dumped him, the putting the coat on her, trying to get a hug and saying, I snuck a hug. Thank you for allowing me to steal that hug like I steal everything else in your life. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? He's so unhinged that he's great TV. He's so unhinged that he's great TV. Black Lavender said, and then Chance messed up the whole house. Only thing new was and then he told Taylor, thanks for letting me mess up your house. Taylor, get free. He is. I was wondering who he reminded me of. He is Tiger King. He is Tiger King. WeTV, you can't let him go. Talent like that doesn't come around often. You can't. You can't. Now you said chances to stay on TV. He is gold. Get him to the next prime. Lord knows what he's going to say. I don't know how he ended up here. Like my buddy just asked me to get here. Chance, what? Oh, it was so many moments in that one scene. So many great moments. I'm like, how do you tell her, oh, you blew it? She dumped you. You walked away like you dumped her. Are you kidding me? Why would you tell that woman that you cheated on her that many times? Why were you so descriptive in your cheatation? No common sense. He absolutely is Mr. Hilton. He absolutely is Mr. Hilton. The thing is, Chance didn't have to give details. That's what made it worse. He was giving details about everything, and it's just like, please shut up. Don't give details. Don't. Acting down. It runs in the family. That boy was acting down. It runs in the family. I'm telling you, like every moment, I had to like pause my TV to like just take in what I had just witnessed. I was like, hold on. What did he just say? The whole scene. So many moments. WeTV will be foolish to let him go. You got to work that guy into every show. That was a time that I'm still trying to figure out a way where we can do it without getting murderers or rapists. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. Anyway, guys, I am way over time. I got to put timestamps. Hold on. Let me put up I hope this is helpful. I have to put timestamps in my in this video replay gang. So just give me about 15 minutes. I had a good time. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to do 2 lives today, but my schedule is just, crazy. I'm a contract employee, so I never know what my days are going to look like. But tomorrow I'm pretty free. So I do plan on doing 2 lives. I want to talk about the Monique's interview with Shannon Sharp that I'm about to watch. And then I'm going to talk about Ready to Love with Mama Star. She's going to join me for that. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to keep White Show Wednesday because you guys really enjoyed the title. So we're going to stick with that. And we're going to do some other things. On Friday, I might do another girl, what's going on, and something else. But we'll see. It depends on how my day, works itself out. If it works itself out where I have like the early morning or the afternoon, then I'll do the lives earlier. If I have to move them to later, please bear with me. I'm trying to, figure out my day, and it's never the same. No day is never the same. But thank you all so much for joining me. Give me a minute, replay gang. I'm going to put the timestamps in the description box below, so you don't have to, listen to all of the rants that we go off, or the tangents that we go off on the show. But thank you all so much for joining me. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for something else. Bye. WeTV. Don't let Chance go. That guy is good TV.